We are live. What's going on, everybody? Coach Chris Becht. What's happening, everybody? Coach Chris Becht here, the wise guy on Instagram. And I haven't gone live in quite some time, so I'm going to quickly go live here and chat to you guys a little bit about suppressed items and items that you'll ship to Amazon and originally have seller eligibility, and then lo and behold, when your stuff is at Amazon, you'll get a IP claim, or you'll get a suppressed item, or usually your items will get suppressed because of an IP claim of some sort. So let's get right into it. If you guys want to ask questions, go ahead. But I'm going to show you some of the stuff that recently just came back. I'm just going to throw in some chats here. I'm going to throw, so right now, let me know where you're from. Comment below where you're from, Canada, the US, where you're tuning in from. Throw a thumbs up right now. Let me know that you're live so I can see those happening. And let me know what items you had IP claims on that came back, that you shipped a bunch of inventory to Amazon with. And we will, and then if you have any questions about what to do in certain scenarios, sometimes you can relist some of those claims, and I've done that a lot of times. People get scared to do that type of stuff, and I get it. They don't want to strike against their account. So we can talk about that and ways to get around that, when to do it and when to avoid it. But let's get right into here. So here's a few boxes. I bought 4 boxes in today. I recalled a bunch of stuff that's just been sitting in my inventory at Amazon for about 3 weeks that I decided to do something with, because it'll sit there as long as you want. You're paying storage fees. So here we go. All right. Say hi, Carrie.
Hi.
So here's the first item. LOreal, the brand. This is a hair clay, a clay mask. LOreal Hair Enterprise, a clay mask. Pre-shampoo treatment. Anyways, this item was an IP claim. LOreal basically went after everybody, started claiming on pretty much all of their current brands. So that was one of the products I had there. This was the other product that I had there, this tanning lotion. Both were selling for about $20. I ended up recalling, inventory-wise, we got 6 of those, and 2, 3, 4 of those. All right. I've opened up some of these boxes. This is one that actually just shipped in. Kind of frustrating because when I scanned it, it was eligible, and gets there and they suppressed it fairly quickly. See, normally if you're not eligible, you can't even send this stuff in. So for you to have the ability to ship it into Amazon and then all of a sudden it gets suppressed as it arrives to Amazon is frustrating. I decided to recall it only because I only had I think I had 2 of them. What might be funny about it is I might have actually sold one and then all of a sudden the second one got suppressed. But it's the Harry Potter sorting hat. We found these at the theater. They were clearing out their Harry Potter stuff for really. We ended up sending those in, and that one came back. So we got a Harry Potter sorting hat in my makeshift bag there, because you have to bag those up. So there you go. Okay, next box. Let's go live chat. What's going on, Lobucks from Alberta? And then I actually have one box I didn't open yet. This has been sitting there for a while. Playtex Twist and Click Bowls. So Playtex is another brand that I was thinking about actually relisting it. I've had Playtex stuff in the past that had put an IP claim against the listing, and because I had so much inventory, I opted to relist the product. So I really just did an edit and saved the edit and relisted the product. So that's a way to do it, is just to edit, save your edit, and relist your product. You got to really look into your inventory. When I do get IP claims, I Google the brand, and Amazon FBA and IP claim, and I look into what other sellers are saying about the claim, whether the claim was a minor claim, meaning more of like a Amazon bot, just siphoning through all the listings and striking everything. I have receipts, obviously, for all my products. They're just general retail receipts. Not that they would hold much weight, but should Amazon reach out to me and or have, not that you want that, but you don't want anything to happen to your account. But should Amazon, strike my account, then I already have a template to send to Amazon with an action plan and a corrective action, all that type of stuff. So, and then here's the last box of stuff that I just recently pulled back. Check this out. I just ripped it open. Kinetic sand. This stuff was selling for like $30 a box. I think I bought it for like $4. This one color, all the other colors, I was fine and dandy, but this one color, which is like, I'm colorblind, but this is like orange, was suppressed and an IP claim against it. And this is the only one. I have blue and brown and yellow and all these other colors there, but that was the one. So I thought about it. I actually had about 20 of these units at Amazon that were sitting there. I had them an IP claim about a month ago, maybe even longer. And I just sat there humming and hawing. Should I relist? The reason I was thinking about relisting it was because I had so much inventory there. Could have done it, but at the end of the day, I thought, you know what? The brand is pretty big. It's a big brand. I didn't want to take the risk, so I didn't bother. At this point, I really honestly don't take much risk anymore, and I'll be transparent about that. Whenever I get IP claims, I got so much inventory at Amazon now that I can recall a lot of this stuff and it not affect my business all that much, because my business is, and the amount of inventory that I have at Amazon is large enough that it's not going to affect my business. So I'm kind of in and out with inventory. Again, so just to be transparent with you guys, I really honestly don't relist a whole heck of a lot of stuff. What was the last thing I really tried to relist? I actually tried to relist these. Okay. These Connect Super Mario things. I have like 50 of them there. I bought them for like $2 each. And I had 50. They IP claimed it and deactivated the listing for it. I tried to relist these. For whatever reason, they wouldn't accept it. So that's the reason I pulled these back. And of course, there's a whack load here, as you can see. I got so many. So here's what I'm going to do for these, and I always do this every year. I recall all the products that are not allowed to be sold by me on Amazon, and I end up every year at this time giving them away to local charities, unwrapped Christmas presents. So obviously the sorting hat would be cool, and the kinetic sand would be cool for a kid, and these little Mario toys would be super cool for a kid, I'm sure. So that's what I do with a lot of my stuff when I get it back, and I always get a lot of stuff. And obviously these Playtex baby things would be cool for parents and moms and babies and all that type of stuff. So any questions about IP claims or about suppressed listings, hit me up right now. I'm going to do a 10-minute Q&A. I haven't been live for about 6 weeks. I usually try not to go live during this time of the year because it is so busy. I'm out there shopping and hunting for a product. As you can see right here, 3 more boxes to go, a bunch in the hallway over there. I got to weigh those, send them off. I'm probably shipping upwards 500 units a week of retail arbitrage. To me, that's about average. So it takes a little, it takes a while to prep that. Pretty much prepping every day and trying to get that out. So just so you know, that's why I haven't been live. But I just wanted to jump on here and show you guys all this stuff. So hit me up with the questions if you have any. hit me up in the chat right now. This sand, by the way, is the coolest thing. What's going on, Tim? Shout out Tim McClellan. Question mark, I don't know what your question is. We're just talking about suppressed listings, IP claims. What do you want to do with them? Do you guys want to relist them? Do you guys recall them? What's going on, Indo-Canadian lifestyle? Hope all is well. Hope sales have been good. You can ask me other questions if you don't have a question about IP claims. You have a question about retail arbitrage, where to buy products, what to buy. Obviously, toys are killing it. My sales on retail arbitrage right now are creeping around 2 times what they were last month. So it's starting to grow. Tim says, I have multiple pallets of FBA products, returns to get rid of. I do not want to go through liquidation site. Lowbuck says, what do you mean by suppressed listing? Amazon doesn't allow you to sell the product anymore. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, what a suppressed listing is, your product will have eligibility status. You'll buy it, you'll ship it, everything goes through, you'll package it up, send it to Amazon, it'll arrive at Amazon. Sometimes a week later, a month later, the product listing gets frozen. Amazon freezes it or suppresses it and says you're not allowed to sell it. And there's a part on your Seller Central where it tells you why. A lot of times it'll say it's a copyright or an IP claim, intellectual property claim. You know, the manufacturer, the brand decided to pull all the listings. Sometimes it's the Amazon bots that will do it and just stop you from selling it. And you can't send any more inventory in, and you can't sell what is currently there. A lot of times what you can do, though, is you can edit your listing and then resell it, repost it. They give you a description on what reasons that will allow you to do that. If it was an error on their part, if you think it was an error on their part, if what you bought was legitimately qualified for you to sell, that type of stuff. Like if you did have an invoice or if you did have a qualifying wholesale invoice, that type of stuff, then you could relist the product. And obviously you can try relisting the product even if you had generalized receipts. I do pay a lot of attention to the IP claims because you don't want to have to deal with an account that's been suspended. A lot of times those accounts that get suspended are because people are not selling what they're not supposed to be selling, or Amazon feels you're selling counterfeit products. Restricted items. Restricted is different. Restricted really is ultimately you weren't eligible in the first place. So if I scan this, usually if you're restricted, you can't even sell it. It says you're not eligible. Whereas when I scanned this originally, I was eligible. I'm still eligible for variations of this product, but for some reason, this one color, like I'll give you an example. I sent in 5 different colors, 5 different SKUs of the same product, but this one color, orange, for whatever reason, was suppressed and the listing was frozen. So I decided I'm not going to bother. I only had 6 left. So I just pulled all the inventory back. Different than restricted. Restricted is more along the lines of you can't sell it. Obviously, you got to apply to get ungated. Currently in my top 60 rankings. Currently in top 60 rankings FBA. What does that mean, Tim? Let me go back and see. You have multiple pallets of FBA returns to get rid of. I do not want to go through a liquidation site. Why not? I would personally go through a liquidation site, or I would list it privately on Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace, depending on how much profit you want to try to make from them, or I would flip it on eBay. So FBM, eBay, Craigslist, Kijiji, if you have the time. And like I said earlier, a lot of times with all the toys and all the stuff I get back, I honestly I donate it. You I do. I currently in top 60 rankings FBA. I do. I don't know, you're confusing. I'm not too sure what you mean. Give me full sentences. I I what? All right. Well, Tim gathers his thoughts on what he's talking about. We will go on with the Q&A. All right. How's everybody's retail arbitrage numbers? I'm curious. Are you guys seeing a big jump yet? Obviously, Friday, Monday, big days. This whole weekend will be big for everybody. Black Friday. This shipment should arrive on time. Most of it's going locally for us. So if we ship it today, or excuse me, if we ship it tomorrow, should arrive the following day. We're planning on hopefully it getting there and being available for the weekend. Indo, should I send Halloween stuff now or should I wait till next year? Don't send any Halloween stuff now. Wait till 3-4 months out before next year. So if you've collected a bunch of Halloween stuff from blowouts after Halloween, I usually sit on that inventory up until July, August. Yeah, August, September, October. So July, August, around there before I start shipping that inventory in. 3 months out is fine. That usually gives you enough time to sell out. What's up, Terry Peck? Hey, Chris, do you attempt to clear your record on the account health site with regard to IP claims? I don't. These claims are not usually justified, but I just get the items back. Hate these warnings. I don't, but I respond to each and every one. I definitely respond to each and every one. I message Amazon and just give them my template action plan. I'll throw that link. I'll draft one up and I'll throw the link to a Google Doc below of just my basic action plan. Every time I get it, it's the same thing. And I'll tell them what I'm going to do. I'm going to recall the inventory, or I'll tell them I'm going to relist the inventory because I have qualifying invoices for the product. So whatever it is, I go about it. I just make sure that I'm always communicating with Amazon. That's really always my advice on that. Just keep your lines of communication open so that if anything goes further, that you can draw back on your communication. And you just essentially just telling them what your plan is. And you can request removal of them. Obviously, if you're eligible to sell them and you're qualified to sell them, they will clear the error. They will clear the error for you. Tim, check out our store. Front tool deals. Timmy, are you promoting your pallet? You want people to buy it? Just say so. If you want people to buy it, just say throw a link down in the comment section. If it's a good deal, I'm sure people will be interested. Several. Do it up. Just if you have a link to your store, you want to throw in a link, I don't mind. Throw it in there. But again, make sure people, it's a good deal and it's product that's worthwhile to be resold. Awesome, guys. I just quickly wanted to jump in here, let you guys know I'm still alive. Smash that like button right now. And you guys get about 10 to 15 per week. Respect. Respect. That's awesome. And what are your profits off of those pallets, if you don't mind me asking? I don't do pallet buys. Retail arbitrage is solely just a game for me. I spend most of my time doing private label. So, but retail arbitrage, we hover around 500 to 1,000 units shipped in weekly, depending on whatever it is. Sometimes more. Sometimes we'll get upwards 2,000 units shipped in on a weekly basis. Most we ever shipped in was about 30 times 20, 30 times 50, about 2,500 units in a week. And we try to always get in a fresh shipment in every week. But I've never done pallets before. All right, how we doing here? My big finger in the way. Okay, guys, I am going to jump off here. It was fun just jumping on with you. It's been a while. I'll try to do this more often with all these little things. Again, if you're watching this video and you have any questions, let me know in the comment section below. And I will see you guys later. Respect. Bye.
Bye.
See you, Terry.
Carrington, say bye.